All right. Good morning. Hello. Good evening. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? How are we doing? Can we hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. What is happening? Group D just came out with its announcement today. And yeah, was it good? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know what? Testing out this new equipment. Let's see. Is it working? Can anybody tell me? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I think it is working. Test. Test. Live and in charge here. You guys gonna make me go look at it myself? A second here. All of you here, welcome aboard. Let's talk about Group D. Dun, 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 dun. Da-na-na-na. What is going on tonight with you guys? Anything special? Hanging out? Hello. Hey, we got some people in the chat. How are you guys? Well, welcome aboard, everybody. I wanted to talk about Group D tonight. I've got a whole bunch of tabs across my screen here, ready to go. Um, and I thought, you know what? Why not do a live stream tonight instead of making it and editing it and putting it together? But yeah, happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, December 18th. Only a few days till Christmas. We got a short week on the old stonk market next week. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So today was Group D reveal. Happy Wednesday again. So let's go through them all here and throw your comments into the chat, how you felt about them. The day kind of ended pretty rocky, that's for sure. I was able to make a purchase today. Not a big purchase or anything like that, but I'll talk about that at the end there, as well as going through all of the funds that are going to be distributing this Friday. So today's announcement day for Group D. Tomorrow, which is Thursday, will be the ex dividend date. So we can expect that these shares should drop in price unless the market does a major recovery after today. But that is to be expected usually on ex dividend dates. So today we had the reveal of YMAX. This is going to be the first one I talk about here. 13-cent distribution. People weren't too happy on Twitter about that. That's for sure. And so that pays out every single week. Now, I noticed something on the announcement page here as I'm doing this live is they didn't put the distribution rate this week. So I've noticed a few things about YieldMax the last 2 weeks now. They've been getting lazy with their announcements here. That is one form of laziness right there. Another one is if you look at the NVIDIA fund, they make a lot of changes, but they don't update their website. So I've been noticing some, I don't know if they're, I know at my work, I'm getting lazy before the Christmas holidays. So maybe they're getting lazy as well. But 13-cent distribution on YMAX. YMAX here pays out every single week. It is higher than last week, not by much. But it's not doing too bad for me. YMAX is something that I may have been interested in. But yeah, I'm not too sure if it's something I'm going to get into in the future. But 13 cents doesn't really do it for me. The fund itself fairly stable. Had a big drop today, just like everything else, down 4% just today. But I mean, over the last 5 days, down 4%, down 2% over the last month. That's not bad at all. So yeah, it's doing okay overall. If you have a good chunk of change in it, you've probably been pretty happy with this. What's going on, LA Appliance Guy? How are you? Talking live on the channel here. Thanks for joining. Appreciate that. I've been watching all your videos. That new, what did I get? I told you. What kind of dishwasher did I get? Oh my goodness. Oh, Whirlpool. It's working well so far. But I mean, what new dishwasher doesn't work well? YMAX. Yeah. I don't know. How do you guys feel about the YMAX distribution? I mean, I wouldn't probably write home to mom about that, but 13 cents on that payout this week. So there's your YMAX talk. Let's talk about YMAG. This is usually where I flash a picture of Mag from Family Guy. But YMAG here, Paid out actually a little bit more than YMAX this week. Paying, oh, did I say that? I meant paying out way less. 5 cents. Oh my goodness. I definitely wouldn't write home about that one. 5 cents would do nothing for me, but you can see they did pay out 5 cents before in October. They seem to go in cycles, as some people say. I haven't really spent a lot of time looking at these funds, but um, yeah, I mean, it's all right, right? You can see it seems like a every 4 week cycle here. I think everybody mentioned that will happen. But there's your YMAG talk. The ETF itself, pretty darn stable here, sitting at 1962. That was a great year. It was 5 years before the Leafs won their last Stanley Cup. But yeah, today, I think almost everything on the market had a bit of a dip around what, 2 p.m. Yeah, around 2 p.m. here, when Fed Powell mentioned that they're going to cut the interest rate by 25 basis points, but probably not do another one for quite some time, is what he said. It's not a bad idea. Stabilize that market a little bit. Up here in Canada, we've just done another 50-point interest rate cut, and prices are skyrocketing. So inflation, right? Inflation. Good times. Talks of recession, things like that. Next up is the beast, what we're all doing here, right? Which is going to be MSTY. So Mr. Is the underlying stock here. Really good. I mean, anything over $3 is awesome in my boat. I've enjoyed all of their distributions so far that I've received. And this is going to be month 3 of making this happen. As you can hear my other half sneeze out the door here. I'm trying to make it so they do not come in here right now. I've got a 4-year-old running around the house. She should have been in bed an hour ago, but it's 2 days before Christmas holidays, so she's getting all riled up. So MSTY itself, $3.08. I know a lot of estimates were quite a bit higher than that, including mine. I think I said 333 was my estimate. I always try and like to undersell it a little bit. But if you watch the retire on dividend videos, you'll notice that they did make a lot of mistakes this month in their weekly distributions. They had to close a lot of their options and pay a lot of money for that. So when you make that many mistakes, then you're not going to make that much money. They also have the credit call spreads that absolutely do nothing for them. So instead of the credit call spreads in the future, what they should do is just extend that cover call, not the cover call, but the call to a higher number. Put it to where that credit call spread is, if that's what you think it's going to get to. If you don't think it's going to get to that, then don't do the credit call spread. But I mean, putting it 4% out on such a volatile stock like MSTR is a dumb decision. So that's what you get whenever you go that close to the price every single time. Now, am I angry about $3.08? Nope, I'm not angry at all. I think it's really good, actually. I think it's really good. I mean, if I got $3.08 for the rest of my life every single month, life would be good. That's for sure. But could it be $4? Yeah, it could, if they had have made those calls a little further out and didn't have to buy them back to close them for millions of dollars. I don't know how you guys feel, LA Appliance guy. Yeah, further out, I think that's the way to go. If I had that kind of money, it would be fun to play with that one, but I don't. So I rely heavily on YieldMax to do that for me. I just hope that they do a better job this next month coming up here. That's what I hope. So there you go. MSTY's stock, or ETF itself is doing very well. $33.52. Went down today because of the market crash. Almost 8%. MicroStrategy today went down 9%. So a little bit more than MSTY itself. But if you take a look at the last month here, it still hasn't recovered from last month's distribution date. Down 14% since then, but we are hovering in higher territory than normal. So, I mean, we can't be too upset about that. My average cost on MSTY is $30. Looking to buy more tomorrow. I haven't even done the math. I have 110 shares of MSTY, I think. So times 308, whatever that is, minus the tax. I'm going to go ahead and take the money from my bank, pop it into my account, buy the shares tomorrow for MSTY. And then whenever I get paid for MSTY, for me, I get paid on Monday. I'll take that money and put it right back into my bank account. So that's the plan. Stan. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that, right? Next up, YQQQ. I'm getting yelled at by a 4-year-old right now. I don't know if you can hear that. There's a 4-year-old yelling at me. It's like a prison over here. Oh my goodness. About to start my high yield journey tomorrow with purchasing MSTY on the X date. Good luck. Good luck. One thing I mean, if you haven't seen it already, let's take a look here. ETF. Take a look at the last 6 months on MSTY, right? So in September here, we had all-time lows, $19.07. And then we've had the Bitcoin kind of bull run here over the last 4 or 5 months, but it's slowly working its way up, a peak of $44. And, let's knock on wood while I say this. I'm okay if it gets to $19, if it's just temporary. I would love to buy more MSTY at a lower price than my average cost right now, which is $30. So we had a video last night I put out. Somebody mentioned, I'm going all in on MSTY. And the person said, how would you feel if this thing went to $22 tomorrow? And so today might have been a small wake-up call for people. 7.91%. If you talk about crash, like from Dave Matthews Band, we're looking at 20 to 25%. So I mean, it could go a long way down and for a long period of time as well. So you never know, right? Play safe, play within your means. That's for sure. Any concern of buying MSTY while it's so high? Yep. I'm trying to get some family members into it, but don't want to have them a poor experience. Yeah, that I try not to give any advice to family and friends ever, because it could give a bad experience. That's for sure. I remember telling my dad to get into ChargePoint when it was at $40 because a YouTuber named Zip Charlie said this thing is going to 100, and so he bought it at $40. Oh my goodness, he spent way too much money on it too. He bought too many shares, and now it's at like $2. So I try not to give advice, right? I try to talk about the negatives more than I talk about the positives so that they know what they could expect, right? And I try and do that on this channel too. I definitely am not one to give advice. I'm literally a regular guy going through the same thing that all of you guys are. I don't have any financial background at all. I've just kind of paid attention to these a little bit more than maybe the average bear. But I mean, I wouldn't trust YouTubers on their advice. That's for sure. All right, so let's go on. Let's talk more here. So we got to YQQQ. Let's go down a little bit here. So this is its 4th payout. Actually, that's pretty neat. I didn't know that. So it's paying out 27 cents, which is almost like quite literally nothing. But right on YQQQ. Way to go. And I mean, it's its 4th payout. If you take a look at it, it is down 10% since August 15th. I don't know. I'm in it for the income. I'm also into it for a little bit of NAV stability. I'm not into YQQ for both of those reasons. Next up is old steady here, AMZY, AMZY, or as you say in America, AMZY. I know, live at this hour is crazy. I've never done anything like this. Apparently, this is my first time on live television. You know what? I was gonna make a video. I just got back from Costco dealing with a wild animal in the other room. I said, I'm just going to go live. There's a news clip of a guy yelling at his studio people. We're doing it live. So that's what we're going to do. We're doing it live, people. 26 human beings here. We'll see if this gets some views. YMAX could be a good, safer option. I am living on the edge. I am living on the edge, let me tell you. I don't know. YMAX could be a safer option for sure. I don't know. It's tough to say, right? Here's me not giving you any advice. Let's get back to AMZY, though. AMZY has been really, really great forever. Just paying out 86 cents, which is going to be one of its higher distributions you know, last month was a buck 17, 76 cents, 65, 47. So yeah, I mean, that's a good payout for AMZY, 86 cents. AMZY stock or ETF itself just staying at the same price for its entire life, $19.69. And I mean, if you look at it over the last month, down 1%. Yeah, I'm a little sleep deprived. I got up at 6. I went to the gym this morning. So right after this, I'm hitting the couch. We're gonna watch some Survivor, and I heard a rumor that MTV is leaving Canada. Oh my goodness, what is this world coming to? So so right after this, hitting the couch, Survivor time. Yeah, there you go. AMZY, I mean, I'm not in AMZY. It's the distributions are under a buck usually. And so right now I'm in NVIDIA, Coney, Misty. But I mean, AMZY, you guys, how beautiful is AMZY right now? What a good looking ETF that is. It just stays the same price forever. You get paid every month, over 50 cents every month, it seems. My goodness, imagine that. Imagine that 10 years from now, if it could just keep doing that. 10 years from now, you're getting your 80 cents. Let's just use 80 cents as a buffer here. Your price stays the same. That's like 960 a year you're getting over 10 years, 96 bucks on a $20 investment. Ooh, it's pretty good. Plus your drip, plus your reinvestments into it. Who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe that stays the same. Maybe it doesn't. Do you see Amazon going up or down or staying the same? I think Amazon's only going to get better. Could be a good one to watch for the future. Next up, another steady Eddie here. APLY, sorry. APLY, sorry, I didn't even look at it. Sorry for flipping around so much, guys. But 42 cents, that's a pretty good distribution for APLY. It's highest in 3 months here. 33, 34, 45. So that's pretty good. APLY itself also pretty steady. Doesn't move too much over the last month, up 3.44%. Holy smokes, look at those peaks and valleys. That's not something you see too often with Apple, but up 0.88% in the last 6 months. And, for me, I live in Canada, so I have a 15% tax rate. It doesn't make sense for me to buy APLY. And I want to make sure this is clear on the distribution of, let's go with this month, 42 cents. I would get taxed 15% on my distributions, and it would bring that amount down, so it's not enough to tickle my fancy, if you know what I'm saying. So for that reason, I'm out. I'm out on that. That's kind of why I'm sticking with Misty, Coney, and NVIDIA. They're paying enough. Who knows with NVIDIA in the future though? Will it keep paying that much? They did mention they're going to have 2 weaker than normal quarters, and they're expecting that, right? So 30% growth each of the quarters is what they're expecting, but not 100%. So will the Misty volume? Oh my goodness! Will the NVIDIA volume drop and bring that NVIDIA distribution down to the APLY level? I don't know. I don't know if it would, but if it does, then I would have to make an executive decision on that. Now, if it did, would it also make the NVIDIA share price more stable? Ooh, that could be nice, right? Let's talk about the next one in here. Hey, AIYY, which is an AI play, paying out 87 cents, which is pretty darn good. 87 cents. Last 3 months have been relatively close to each other here, but it's paying out for almost a year now. It looks probably maybe a little bit more than a year. Let's go find out. But the share price of AIYY is awful. For me, that's a no. Dog. But yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at that decline there. They should use some AI and make that better, don't you guys think? Down 48% in the last 12 months here. Gross. Gross. I'm gonna move on from that. Let's talk about DISO. DISO 36 cents. And if you take a look at the last 3 months here, that's its lowest since July. Oh my goodness, July 3rd. That's a Jerry Seinfeld joke. How do cows know that's the exact, or how do people know that's the exact date milk expires? They brand that date on the tag. That's your damn date. Maybe the cows tip them off. July 3rd. Look at that. So that was that distribution. That was the last time DISO was this low. So good stuff, 36 cents. What are your thoughts on just holding smaller amounts of all the YMAX funds? I think there's probably some better like all-in-one funds that might be a better option than kind of spreading it out. But I mean, yeah, yeah, it's a tough decision on that one for sure. But I'd probably go with like a YMAX or a YMAG over spreading them out. There's a lot of funds here that are trash, and I wouldn't invest in it at all. AIYY being one of them. Even though it puts out that flashy 87 cents, I could not deal with that, the price of that thing in its steady decline. It's not in my wheelhouse. So that's my thoughts on that. DISO, yeah. So DISO, DISO pointed 36 cents here. But yeah, good stuff. The price of the ETF itself fairly stable. Look at the last 6 months here. Yeah, that's not too bad. Down 4.6%. And the last year here, I mean, that's not good. Down 16%. Today didn't help, of course, but yeah, DISO. I'm out on that one too. First Marnie, that thing is straight hot garbage. Oh man, MRNY, you ain't got an alibi. That's terrible. You ugly. SQY, 65 cents. Let's see how they've done before. So that's going to be its lowest since August the 6th. So, right on. SQY. Oh no, you guys, I'm going to have to turn off my webcam. I hear tiny footsteps outside this door. She's not allowed on TV. SQY, 65 cents. And let's take a look. Wow, that's not bad. I like the price of that, 1901. Let me know if you're invested in SQY. And I mean, it's just down today. Today was a bad day for the market, down a buck 54 or 7.49%. But I mean, if you look at the last month, that means it went down 2% other than that, or in the last 5 days, sorry. If last month you're down 10%. SQY, Square, right? Squarespace, not a bad option. I mean, look at those distributions, mostly over $1 here, a couple bad months, but that's not too shabby at all. I do like that share price quite a bit. Could be something on the radar in the future. We'll see how it does for sure. Oh my goodness. YMAX holds most of the yieldmax funds and is doing pretty good. Yes, thank you for that, Wolf. How you doing, buddy? I can set a background when going live on StreamYard. Do you mean like you don't like Tom Brady Green Jr.? Is that what you're talking about here? This is my pet mascot plant. It's real. This thing's real. I don't take it in the shower with me, but it goes into the bathroom and it gets nice and steamy in there. That's how you look after these things. SMCY. What? Hold on one second. I didn't even see that. $2.35. Holy smokes, that's pretty good. Oh, yes. Thank you for that. You know what? That's a good idea. I should look into that. Thanks for that tip for sure. 30 people here. High five, everybody. How you doing? Give us a comment. Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button. By the way, I'm looking at my phone right now, and I hit a new target today. It did go down just recently, but I hit 2,400 human beings subscribed to me. So really appreciate that. I also just got a notification that I've had just over 15,000 hours of view time, which is absolutely insane. I started this channel 1 year ago yesterday, and I made a couple videos. If you go back and watch my first video, I'm shaking. I'm very nervous, even though I wasn't talking to anybody. And I've come a long way. I think my videos have gotten better. The stuff I'm producing a little better. My edits are better. I'm not as nervous anymore talking to the world. So I really appreciate all of you being here and hitting that like button on every single one of my videos. So appreciated. The last one here, SMCY, $2.35. Incredible. I mean, I think that's pretty good. This is his third distribution. The first one was like, whoop, watch what we can do. And then SMCI said, oh, yeah, watch what I can do. Major dip there on super microcomputers. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's a good idea. I should do that. I should do that. SMCI. Last 6 months here down 64%. Yeah, but I mean, is it making its way back up? That's the question. Let's take a look at the last month here, up 49% in the last month. That's incredible. It's very, very incredible. So, making its way back up, do you trust it enough to invest in it? You can see SMCY was all the way up to $56, 57.41 at one point, all the way down to 29. Now its underlying had a major dip there as well. If we take a look at the last, let's go 1 year, major dip there as well. So do we trust SMCY to go up? And if we do, then SMCI, sorry, to go up, then that might be a good purchase. But I mean, the last two distributions have been good. This one is going to be pretty decent as well. 230 on a $29 ETF. Pretty good, but very scary, I'd say. Really scary. I don't know if I'd trust it at all, but yeah, scary it is. I took a look at a couple other ones today. I took a look at SPY here, down 3%. This one is, the most steady thing in the world. If you look at the last year here, up 24%. But just today, it dropped 2.98%. If you look at QQQ, if you look at the three Qs, down 3% today, which was, at 2 o'clock, 2:30, whenever Mr. Powell had what he had to say. Oh, boy. And then MSTY itself had 7.91% today. I was taking a look at some other ones. Tesla stock here, it dipped 8% today. I just sold out at GameStop. It went down 8% today. So, big day all around. Now, for me, what I did, I don't know if you guys saw the video. I'll put me back up here full screen. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but I said I'm going to start taking 10% from every distribution and putting it towards cash just in case we have a crash. And so I don't consider today a crash. I consider it a dip. And I bought the dip. And so I mean, there's nothing crazy, you guys. I got a $400 dividend from distribution from Nvidia, and I just took $40 and I just put the $40. Well, it wasn't the full 40, and I bought one share of MSTY in the aftermarket today. Yeah, that's good. Now I'm up to 110 shares of MSTY. It had a pre-X dividend dip right there that I bought on, which was good. Tomorrow it should go down another $3, give or take what the market does tomorrow. But yeah, it should be volatile, right? And that's what we're looking for these stocks and ETFs. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I don't know what BTFD means, but I totally agree. I think I do know what it means. I'm not going to repeat that out loud. This is a PG-13 channel made for your parents to watch. YMAX Alti. 3 shares of YMAG plus 528 shares of SMCY. Hey, so today's a good day. Oh, you're going to lose 200 on calls? Oh, yeah, Wolf. I remember you telling me you were going to do that. Yeah. Oh, dear. Very good. Very good. Well, what else do you guys want to talk about? Anything exciting going on in your lives at all? I got 2 more days of work that I'm off for just over 2 weeks. So I hope to be putting out a bunch of content for you guys. I might do some walks around the block while talking to you guys. I might do some car videos. I really like your idea, Mark, on the 1-year anniversary channel update, worst and best video. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And because, man, I've had some poor results on some of my videos, the earlier ones, especially the Tesla stuff. But yeah, AIYY. I don't think of it too highly. That's for sure. So I don't know. I don't like hurting people's feelings, but I don't think highly of it. I mean, it had a great dividend this month again, but this price right here scares me. That's my that's my that's my downside on it is the share price. Now, if you look at the last 6 months, down almost 14%. Let's call it 13 though. Okay. If you look at the last year, down half of its value, 48% since December 18th of a year ago. And it came out December the 1st, right? So December 1st, 50% of it is gone. Now, did you make 50% of that back in distributions? Maybe, but for me, that share price is just too sloping this way downwards. And for me, I'm out on that one. That's why. How's it going, by the way? Bep Educate. Make money on them. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, definitely, Wolf. That's awesome to hear. Nice. So yeah, for me, I don't like buying these funds that have such a downslope to the price. I know we got a lot of people in here that love the Alti, one of them that I'm out on. And I mean, Jay talked to what Oracle and Jay talked to everybody. He said, we're gonna, and Oracle's all over it saying, oh, they're gonna fix it. But I mean, have they? The last month it's down. Well, today was, yeah, I guess it did go up over the last month, right? Other than today, but it did go up a little bit over the last month. So maybe they fixed it. I don't know. But, they paid out an 87 cent distribution last week and, the share price dropped. Now, if we do have a market correction, let's just call it a correction here. Can this thing stand up to it? No, it definitely cannot. Yeah. Bitto, somebody asked me that this morning when I woke up. I looked at my phone. I haven't spent much time looking at it. I will say this, that does look pretty nice, doesn't it? 2580, you look at the last 6 months, it's up. And I have to be perfectly honest, I haven't looked at the distributions at all. Maybe you can tell me. But what if I click this? Will it tell us here? Bitto ETF. Oh, look at that. Is that a cup and handle almost? Let's see here. Oh, oh my. Yeah, that looks really good, doesn't it? Bitto. This is the first time I've ever looked at it. I haven't paid attention to it at all, but pays out once a month. First of the month, it looks like. That's always nice. And those distributions seem to be pretty steady, just around that $1 mark, 29 months, and you made your money back potentially. If you drip it, maybe even quicker. And the share price itself looks pretty darn good too. Bitto. Nice. I'm not holding any AMDY. No, I'm not. All I have is three. So I have other accounts out there for mutual funds, my registered retirement savings plans, and then the account that I share with us here is the Wildcat Fund, right? And so all I have is Nvidia, MSTY, and Coney. And for Coney, I'm just going to be leaving it there. I'm not going to touch it for the next 5 years and let it build itself over that time. Right now, if we look at its average distribution, I have 189 shares, so it should be buying about 10 to 20 shares every single month for me. And if I look at that 5 years from now, that should be paying, if it, perfect world, right? Perfect world. If it paid out, perfect world should pay me 1,500 a month 5 years from now with just a $2,000 down payment on it today, kind of thing. So that's what I'm hoping for. Plans for 2025. So right now I'm at 2,400 subscribers. I am looking to grow the channel. I want to get to 5,000 before the end of next year. Need you guys to hit that subscribe button if you're new here. And I hope to produce a lot of content. I want to do minimum 2 videos a week. I'd like to do more if time allows it. If I get into this real estate gig, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I'd like to do minimum 2 videos a week, up to 7. That'd be nice, right? But it's all about that time management with that. So I just bought AAOI last month, 975. You got to be happy with that, right? It's up a little bit. There you go. That's not bad. What's going on, MD? How are you? No, yeah, over y'all. You guys are looking at somebody who is definitely not overextended in margin. If you've been watching my videos, no margin for this guy at all. Playing it safe, playing with money that I'm okay with losing. That's for sure. But yes, we'll see how tomorrow goes. How many shares do you think of Misty is fair amount to leave it and forget it? Sports and gaming, how are you, buddy? You know what? I know you have a different budget than me. Um, and so I shouldn't answer that for you. But for my budget, which is quite a bit lower than most of my subscribers, hmm. I mean, paying out $3. I like when they like for my budget level, which is quite a bit lower. I like the shares to be able to buy 10 shares every single month and then let it climb from there. At least 10 every month. It would be nice, eh? That's for sure. Set it and forget it. Oh man, that thing pays out the way it has the first 9 months. Life could be good, but you know, I try not to get too excited. I've been through one market correction so far, maybe two. I don't know. Would we consider last like September through November a market correction, maybe? And then the COVID Nike swoosh, right? That one was a quick one. And then there was one before that I was around for that too. But I haven't been around for like a drastic 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. And can these funds stand up to that? Probably not. I don't think so. So for me, I'm not getting too hardcore. My buddy who's probably watching this, what's going on, buddy? How are you? He has a sizable account, probably about 10 times the amount I have, and he dropped $6,000 today. He was like, "Oh man, 230. I was up until about two, and then bam!" Oh my goodness. So I know a lot of you guys here are probably going through the same thing, right? So yeah. How do you guys feel about this late night live stream on in the middle of the week? How's it working out for you? Are you guys enjoying it? Is it doing anything for you? Or are you like, yeah, I like this? Or what am I doing right now watching this? I could be watching the season finale of Survivor. Digging it? Oh, I'm going through the chat here. Any thoughts on timing picking up more Misty? Yeah, tomorrow I'm buying more. So I'm gonna figure out. Well, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. Give me a second here. Calculator. So I think I own 110 shares. It's nothing, right? That's nothing. But 110 shares times 308, let's call it 338. Multiply that by 15% tax. 338 minus 50. So I'm going to have 288 bones to spend. Let's just call it $33 a share, even though it should be 30 by tomorrow. So that can buy me 8 shares. Nothing too crazy, like I said, but I'm going to buy it first thing in the morning. And then whenever I get paid that dividend, which for me will be on Monday, I'll just take all that money out from the payment and then put it back into my bank account. That's my plan. So I'm gonna do it. What's going on, MJ? How you doing? That's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm going to do the same thing with my Nvidia in 2 weeks. 3 weeks feels like 3 weeks. 2 weeks, and then the Coney just sits there. I don't touch Coney ever again. That's the plan. You liking the lives? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you being here. You are a big time valued subscriber of the channel. So, you know, thank you so much. Down about 40 G's. Wolf. Wolf. Do you want to get my full name for the will? Do you want to get my entire, like, just get my billing information for your will? Do you want to put me in it? Holy smokes. It's early here in Texas. It's 9:09 Eastern in Canada, just north of Toronto. I'm joking about the pronunciation. It's Canada. Um, one free, please. Is it Seppi? Kepi by Rex? Rex shares. Oh man, you guys missed it. Yesterday I was wearing my Theppi shirt. Coming up with the portfolio. I'm into it. I think Rex shares, they do a good job. That's for sure. Yeah. No problem, Wolf. No, that's totally understandable. Totally understandable for sure. Yeah. Good stuff. All right. Well, 35 of you, I appreciate you being here. I'm probably going to end it here shortly, but I just thought I would jump on unless somebody makes a comment down below and we want to chat about that. But I just thought instead of making a recorded video tonight about all of that, I thought I'd do it live. So if you didn't catch the beginning, it should be available for you right away in my live section of my channel. I want to show, I mean, why don't we show you guys some stuff in here about this YouTube channel? If you want to be a little nosy, I love being nosy. Let's take a look. So it's been doing well so far, the channel. There we go. 15,000 hours of watch time. Boom. That's huge. I got an extra 2 subscribers over top of this live stream. That's pretty cool to see. If you guys want to see how much I've made on this YouTube channel, I'll show that to you. Yeah, it's doing all right. So if we take a look at the last 7 days here, I only made 1 video this week. I was slacking. I was just studying that thing off like crazy for the real estate test, and I passed, which is incredible. I could not believe it. I passed. It was the toughest test I've ever taken, actually. Yeah, looks like the view count right now is giving me the finger, but that's good. And if you take a look at the last, let's go 365 days here, made $1,228. And this is since I got monetized in September 13th. So 3 months, 1228, pretty decent. Pretty happy. How did I get there? From you guys. So appreciate you watching my videos. It does mean a lot. I'm taking all of that money and I'm putting it straight into the mortgage. Our interest rates up here in Canada are high, so we're trying to pay that thing down as fast as possible. So it's pretty simple to get paid. You just got to put the content out there. Hopefully, the people like it, and yeah, I appreciate that. Going through the chat here, getting about 2,600. Man, in the Philippines, the stuff you can do with 2,600, buddy. That's awesome, Vet. Appreciate that. Think of buying 1,000 Misty and holding like you were in holding Coney. I will not tell you what to do, but that's awesome. That is awesome. How do I say your name? Spapa? It's awesome. I hope that Misty pays you for the rest of your life. Fingers crossed, right? Thanks, Grant. Thanks, MD. Thanks, TQ Pro. Appreciate that. I'll get 33.90 tomorrow from Misty, another 1,600 from AMZY, AIYY, and my weeklies. Boom. Huge wolf. Huge. And I mean, if you're reinvesting it, hopefully they kind of hover around that same point tomorrow and you can buy them on discount, right? That's huge. Very cool. Yeah, take a look at that. 221,000 views in the year here, and you can see there's no blips. If I go, there's one blip right there. I don't know if you guys want to go cruise through my my shorts, my short videos. Go all the way back to April 7th. I made you can see a small viral video on Costco. That's what that is right there. But 16,000 hours of view time in the last 365 days. So that's pretty cool. 2,400 subscribers. That's incredible. I mean, take a look at the growth here in the last 3 months. Absolutely massive. And yeah, I hope to get to 5,000 subscribers before this time next year. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it doable? I feel like my channel has entertainment, has value, has like a really good looking guy running it. No, I'm just kidding about the last part, but I feel like it could get there. I feel like it could. So tell your friends, share these videos, and get them joining in on the fun here. All right, you guys, I'm going to end it right there. I'm going to figure out how to end it right there. And I just wanted to say thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Appreciate every single one of you. Before you leave, if you can hit that like button for me, I'll like you back. High fives all around. And I hope you have a really good rest of your week. And again, I hope to talk to you maybe tomorrow if I make a video. Have a great night tonight, guys. Bye for now. Peace.